Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. 2013 F350. We got a little bit of an oil leak going on down here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath here and check on it. All right, here we are underneath the truck. We can see we got some lower pan leaking. And looks like we're leaking a little bit. The upper pan is actually not leaking, surprisingly. Look right there in that corner. But it's coming from further up. So that means it's being slung around. It's like, see all that wetness right there? Around the side of the transmission. And then we got, looks like the lower pan. It's leaking right here. And then we go back up here and look. It's coming out of this corner right there. That's coming out of that corner. But the corner of the pan's not leaking, and it's wet way up top. Let's see if I can get some light on it up there. Probably not. Probably can't see that. Way up there on the side. See how it's... So, and then if you look really close, look at the bottom of the bolt. See how you got oil coming out of it? So this rear crankshaft seal is leaking, and it's actually coming through the bolt holes. I bet the inside of this bell housing is full. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull the starter out. We're going to disconnect our transmission cooler lines. We're going to disconnect our cables and our bulkhead connector and our front drive shaft and our back drive shaft. And we're going to pull this transmission out and we're going to replace that seal. And I'm just taking off this heat shield. 13 mil. Set you over here. And I like to put my bolts back in the same spot so I know where they go. Now I need to mark the drive shaft. And then mark the drive shaft. And then I can start taking all this apart. And I'm gonna mark you. Oh yeah. Well, look, it's already marked. Look at that. I don't even have to mark this one. Just be able to pop this one right out. This one's not marked. So we will yellow dot goes with the yellow line. Cool. And unplug you. Disconnect you, and then I have to take you off. I'm gonna put the e-brake on because I'm gonna have to put this in neutral to get everything out. So if you look up here, there's actually a little, right here and right here. Pop that out, like so. Pop this one out, like so. Another one here. Pop this one out. Like so. And unplug the transfer case. Sorry if you can't see in the lights in your eye. And plug this one here. Like so. Plug. Unscrew. Excuse me. Undo. And this will be able to hang around back here. Like so. Here, shove you up out of the way. Like that. Like that. Park, reverse, neutral.
Oh yeah, text Anthony is
I have to take this out, remove the cooler tube. There's a bolt right there for the dipstick. And these two bolts here. And that's on a bracket that I can just pop it off. Like that. Smooth sailing. Pulling out drive line.
Hey, I'm gonna jet right over there and unload this shit.
All right.
Find something for Dave to do, because he's waiting on those parts now. I'll have anything, I'll be back in a little while.
All right.
Hey, food, lunch. What are we doing?
I don't know. What do you want to do for lunch?
You hungry?
A little bit.
All right.
Did you just ask me if I was hungry?
Yeah, I know. Let me see if I can get some pizzas or something.
All
I'll
right.
be back.
All right. I gotta get a little pry bar. Pop this little bad boy out of here. And those are 12 millimeter, 13 point. They're drive line sockets. So do not use a 12 point. Do not use a 6 point on them. You will mess them up. Need a pry bar. This little guy might work. Not really a pry bar, but just smack it a few times with a hammer, a little bit of persuasion. Pull it out of the other end. And we have a drive line. We'll set it on the floor. Like so. You can see, I do have the wheels chalked, I think. Can you see that? Yeah. Wheels chalked there and there. So that's out. We'll start working our way back toward the front. These little guys are 6 point. I want to say they're 8 or 10 millimeter. They are not the 13 point. You can just use a little 8 or 10. I think it's a 10. Pull the caps off, and then you'll be able to pop this thing out, and it's going to come out transfer case and the transmission all in one shot. Get you a pry bar, stick it up in between here like this. You'll be able to loosen it, and then you'll be able to take it out all the way. Keep the same bolts with the straps so we know where they go. Stick the bolt with the strap. Tink tink. Bolt with the straps. Bolt with the strap. Keep the bolts together. There, there. There's another one. You just tap it with a hammer. This is a slip. Tap it with a hammer. Pull it out. And then what I like to do is I'll put the strap back on it. Sometimes it'll get in the way when you're pulling the transmission. It should be fine in this case. I'll put the strap back up on the drive shaft. If I have to move it, if it gets in the way, no big deal. Stick that in there. That way you're keeping all your bolts together. I have a habit of doing that so I know where they go. Like so. Like so. Then all we got to do is we'll have to take the shifter cable, the bracket, we'll just take the whole bracket off and let it sit. And then over here on this side, the cooler tube, that bolt right there. And then right up there is for the dipstick tube right there. And then I'll be able to put the transmission jack underneath it. And then I'll come back here and take these out. And then there's two there and two there. And this whole transmission is going to come down and go backwards. We got enough room to clear the transfer case from the fuel filter. We should have enough room to clear it from the exhaust as well. And that'll give me enough. You can bring it back and lower it down at the same time. And then I'll push it back here out of the way. And that'll give me room to up here. All right, we're getting ready to pull the bottom bolt out of the starter. On this F-150, the top bolts are out, everything's disconnected. You can see where it was leaking oil at. Let's see what comes out of it. A really long bolt on the bottom. It's like it's too tight for your finger, too loose for the ratchet. Let me go get the impact gun. Got it. That's a lot easier. There's some oil in there. Let's see if I can wiggle this thing out of here. Engine mounts right here, so it's kind of hard to finagle it. Cooler line's off, dipstick tube's out. It's kind of hanging around right over there. I know some of this is hard to see. I'm just going through and loosening the bolts, and then I'll finish. I might just take these top ones out, actually. I think I already got that one loose. Yeah, that one's loose. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work my way around the top, take the bolts out of the top. Then I'll come put the holder right here, and then we'll take these 18 millis out here, the two here, the two here. We're gonna lower this thing down and back it out. So let me finish getting these top bolts out of here, and then I'll show you pulling these bottom bolts out, because you can see there's oil inside here. We'll watch the oil come out of it. Okay, so loose, loose, loose. There's 2 bolts up top, which are these 2 long ones right here. That's for the bracket. Then there's 2 more up top. But I also need to turn the crank so I can get the torque converter bolts out, which if you look in here, see if I can get you guys to see inside there. I don't know how much you can see, but I got to be able to turn the crank. You probably can't see the bolts up there, but we don't have the crank bolt socket here. So Ray and I are going to go to the other shop and get the socket so I can turn the crank, so I can get the torque converter nuts out. And then all I got to do is pull like 2 more bolts and I can pull the whole transmission. But that's going to be the end of today's video, because we're at a stopping point. And since it's already after 3 o'clock, it's going to take too much time to go to the other shop and then come back over here. It'll be time to go by then. So I'm going to leave this right here. We're going to cut it out right here. This will be a part 1. There will be a part 2, and hopefully finishing putting in that crank seal on the part 2 video. So with that being said, I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one.